1. Hello, everybody.
I want to be Mormon. Let me be Mormon.
You do not want to be Mormon.
No,
You don't want to be Mormon.
But I want 2 hyperfixations, not 1.
Danny, do you want to drink a hot beverage? You can't do that if you're Mormon.
Do you enjoy any amount of caffeine and or alcohol?
Do you enjoy anything, Daniel?
Do you...
Well, the caffeine thing, you can just go to, what's it called? Not sip. What is
Swig.
it? Swig.
We just got our first swig in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
What's swig?
It's a like Irish soda place, but yeah. And they do like fancy sodas. Fancy is a strong word, but more than like a fountain drink.
I'm looking. This might not be in the country of Canada.
You all aren't watching The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, and it shows.
You know,
and you sure as hell aren't watching Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
That I do sometimes watch, and but exclusively with my sister-in-law. That is our show that we. That is the sister and brother-in-law bonding show. Swig Shop, a drive-through soda fountain chain primarily in western United States. Chain known for its popular dirty sodas, was founded in April 2010 by Nicole Tanner in Utah. That's crazy.
A dirty soda is just soda with cream, not with alcohol.
Yeah, on account of their Mormon.
Calling a soda with cream a dirty soda, I know they're not, but it sounds virgin. I don't know how to describe it. It sounds
yeah, that's what you call drinks without alcohol.
I
just call it a virgin soda with cream. I don't know. Don't call it a dirty soda. That hurts me.
I don't know how people drink soda with any kind of dairy product in it. Because like a root beer float, or like in Australia, we call them spiders. I know. Oh my God. Anyway. I could just feel Amelia's reaction going.
My reaction wasn't about that. It was saying that I feel that you are denying yourselves one of life's simple pleasures.
That's crazy. It makes me want to vomit immediately. It is never in my life have I consumed anything that has made me so quickly need to get it out of my body.
A blue raspberry cream soda, that can fix a bitch.
I know. I think you're wrong, Brooke. I think you're just wrong right now, Brooke.
Absolutely not.
Well,
I think you're just wrong.
Brooke is correct. I'm sure it makes them vomit. I'm just questioning the taste.
It's crazy.
However, Brooke does like the Apothecary Diaries, so that means that they do actually have good taste.
I do have good taste.
I don't know. A broken clock is right twice a day. A broken clock is right twice a day. Currently, we have one right time. We just need to get one more good thing. Well, nope. She likes Brandon Sanderson. We got it, guys. There's the 2.
Wow, and we brought it all the way back full circle to Mormons.
That's not even the highest.
Speaking of Mormons.
Oh my God. He's like the one good Mormon though.
He's one of the good ones, Brooke. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I am.
That's crazy.
I want you to say it. Come on, white person.
We're not doing it on my stream, guys.
Let's get Offbeat canceled.
I'm a white South African. It's not a good look for me.
You gotta stop reminding me about that. It pisses me off when I think too hard.
I've gotta own it. I've gotta respect what I am.
It's called accountability.
You gotta respect it?
No, I don't have the respect. Well, like the respect, I guess, is the wrong word.
You know, Michael, I think you should learn. I think if you watch the movie Sinners.
Speaking of sinners.
That's crazy.
The funny thing is, for the past like 2 weeks, every time someone says anything, I always joke that, well, this reminds me of the movie Sinners, and I can't say anything because they haven't seen it. However, every single thing I say that about, I'm being dead ass 100%. I could relate this into a poignant conversation.
I want to go see Sinners again. That was such a good movie. I loved it. Plus, Michael B. Jordan is hot, and 2 of Michael B. Jordan's is really hot.
And plus, any of Wunmi Mosaku.
Yes.
I watched What Lovecraft Country just so I can see more of her.
She was so good, dude.
She's so hot.
I think one of my favorite Michael B. Jordan facts is that one Tumblr post about the girl who clenched her teeth so hard when she saw Michael B. Jordan in Black Panther that she broke her retainer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Same girl.
Same girl.
It's reasonable.
Now, if I had a Michael B. Jordan physique, I would fix me.
Yeah.
I think it would make you worse.
I was about to be like,
No, you never see me with a shirt on again. I pulled this stream. What's up, guys?
You're just flexing all the time. Just...
Oh. Anyways, what do I gotta roll for?
God.
Anyways, where's my twin consultant?
And that's when the bomb I hid in the Mimikyu in his house goes off. Anyway, everybody, welcome to stream. Cold open over. I am Offbeat Outlaw.
Bit over.
If
New bit now.
If you're wondering why I have less control over my stream than usual, it's because I didn't sleep well. Yes, 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago, because I didn't sleep, and then I slept from 7 p.m. until 5 a.m. this morning. So I'm like, I need one more sleep, and then I'm back to normal. But until then, I'm
hey,
like.
But you know what that means, Offbeat? League tonight.
League?
League tonight, Queen. I'm trying to thresh it. I'm trying to thresh all over them, dude.
Dude, I'm gonna be ass. I would be terrible at League tonight.
Dude.
It's okay. I think that people in League are really forgiving if you're not playing your best.
I think League might be a hotbox of new slurs. I think, or maybe even old ones that they have to look up on Wikipedia to get hyper
Speaking of old slurs, sinners, guys.
Because I feel like in the Discord, some people are too comfy saying that. I'm like,
yes!
Honestly, you're not Haley Steinfeld. I need to see some proof.
Come on. We got it back, guys.
We got it back.
Reining it in. We got a lot to do today. All right. Where we left. My name's Offbeat Outlaw. I'm the game master. That's me. I use he/they pronouns. Amelia.
Hi, I'm Amelia Som. I'm the A's. That's me. You can use whatever pronoun. My pronouns are sinners. My pronouns are smoke and stack.
Hi, I'm Brooklyn Tuesday, and if I randomly just stop replying at any point in stream,
it's because they left to go see Sinners.
Been very Australian and cut out, and everyone's become a robot, and I can't tell what's happening because it keeps doing that, but then it comes back 10 seconds later. So I'm not being rude, but I will just randomly shut up and wait for it to come back.
Politely waiting your turn, like the frog in Tom something's mouth. Danny, go. I couldn't think of my
Hey, it's me, Daniel. I play Godfrey, and I'm neither smoke nor stack. My pronouns are the Asian people and sinners.
Bo and Grace.
Bo and Grace.
And
I just
Lisa.
remember. And Lisa. I just remember I did not like Grace because she was stupid.
Don't say anything.
I don't like her.
Don't say anything,
I'm not saying anything.
you're wrong.
I don't like her.
You're wrong. And
I know I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong, but maybe it's the misogyny.
I think it's a little bit.
Okay. Anyway, where we left off, the D&D party of Viari, Ace, and Godfrey. They had finally made their way to the very elusive and much talked about but not much seen Upper Church District. When they arrived, they found many rooms and observatories with the members of the Eyes staring up at the moon as they scrawled out random, well, not random, but certainly cryptic messages into journals. They had interrogated one of the journals and interrogated one of the members of the Eyes and are now moving their way into one of the other rooms. Does that sound more or less where we left off? Is there something I'm missing? Any important details that anyone can think of?
I don't believe so.
Okay, good. Because I did review for this episode because big episode. Plot happens, guys. What if?
Big for Offbeat.
Big. This is a big day for the Paperwork Pantheon viewers. But as
Big
you
for
guys,
PP.
Big for PP. As you guys walk around the church district, please make a survival check for me.
I forgot to pull up the 5th tab that I need for playing this game. My
Yes.
sheet.
Look, these spreadsheets, and oh, how could I forget the D&D character sheet?
Honestly,
Oh, crazy. This is a straight roll for me.
Survival, you said?
Yeah, survival.
Hey, I'm just rolling a flat d20.
Oh my god, everyone dumps survival. In the
8.
game where we frequently roll 30s, where we are statistically...
Clarify, this is probably the first survival check of the entire fucking campaign.
Okay, let's see.
We're 90 episodes in, and I finally make you guys roll a fucking survival check.
Yeah.
We really just wanted to make sure we cleaned everything out before we ended.
I did all
Okay, I got to roll a single d6 for a total of 16.
All right. Well, this isn't a particularly hard check, but it is hilarious that some of you were this bad at it.
I like to think that we've never had to be good at it on account of who we are as people.
You just haven't had to like really think about it ever in your entire life.
You've never been to that level.
But as you guys are trying to orient yourselves, two of you get very lost in trying to figure out your norths from your souths, from your lefts and your rights. A's, I wouldn't say you're built like a compass, but I will say you can at least keep track of a room. And you slowly figure out that the observatories, you're currently in some sort of ring. You keep on moving, you guys you end up back in the starting room pretty quickly after you've been talking. These rooms are very, very similar to each other, like eerily similar to each other. Almost like like if someone moves a book in one room, somebody will go and move that room for them. We'll go and move that book for the other rooms. It's not magical, but it is like pretty. They do try to keep them very similar to each other. There are doors that lead into a deeper part of the circle, but all of those doors have been locked so far. Would somebody? You can. Probably would. Ugh. This has tired me, struggling to come up with the words.
You can do it, King.
Grab the wall. Wiggle like you try to make your ass fall off. Gas pedal.
Okay.
Gas pedal.
As you look at these doors leading into the center circle, it makes sense to you based on how this church is structured that probably higher ranking members lie within. And as you probably figured out, Beatrice has said that they are hiding somewhere in here, and no one else here be looking like Beatrice out of all the church members' eyes so far.
Do we want to make a fuss about this, or do we want to be stealthy?
I feel like we should probably be stealthy, or at least try.
Okay, that's fair.
I'll have it be known, I'm not good at that.
Okay, well, what if we tried to be stealthy, and then the moment that fails, we just explode?
You could also just jump in a necklace if you want to be...
Blue Skidoo, we can too.
Right
I just slide tackle Viari.
You solo tackle Viari because Viari has not activated the feature. You just tackled them for no reason.
Ah! Have at me! Bouncing tiger, sneaking lion!
Just like, and then activates it.
So I think I found Offbeat's weakness, and for some reason that's Sung Tzu's The Art of War.
For some
We've
reason,
known that.
this has been
known.
It's right here. I have this book.
No, but today it's especially potent.
Why do you have it?
That's
on hand?
crazy.
Because Lexi got it for him because he's a commander during the 15th Khan era
I am
in Japan.
a young Chinese emperor trying to make my army stronger.
Hey, Offbeat, I got this crazy book for you by my guy Machiavelli. You would go insane for it.
Hey, yo!
Anyway. Godfrey drew down the necklace. Viari and Ace, you stare at this locked or in some way boarded door that leads deeper within the church.
Can I pop just my head out?
For bit purposes, yes.
What if I break it?
Viari.
It must be an internet thing. What if I just break it stealthily?
The door?
Just bust it down real stealth-like.
I'm pretty sure I can pick lock. Yeah, I can pick locks.
Oh, never mind.
All right.
I'm actually apparently very good at picking locks.
Yeah, this was
Really?
this was very important to you in character creation. I remember. All right,
I have never made a character who can't pick a lock. What do you mean?
That's what I'm saying. It was very important to you.
Sometimes I make characters who can't do anything.
Okay.
Real?
I have a couple of things that I will never dump on account of who I am as a person. And I will stick to that brand forever. And if I ever have to play a character that goes against that, my heart will break. I will attempt to pick the lock, I guess.
As you get to the door, please make a sleight of hand check. Do you have proficiency with thieves' tools?
No, I always forget this rule. I have proficiency with thieves' tools and with sleight of hand. Actually, I have expertise with sleight of hand, I believe.
Okay, so how that works is you do the check with your rolls or whatever, and then because of the tool proficiency, because it overlaps, you get advantage because of Xanathar's Guide to Everything tool rules. So make the check with advantage.
Hell yeah. Okay, I will add 3 of those. So the first roll is 33, and then the second roll is 17. I'll take the 33, please.
Wow, okay.
The second roll is quite low.
You fiddle with the lock. You quickly realize a couple things. One, this is not built like any lock you've ever picked before. But that has never stopped you before either. So with a couple of minutes of twiddling around, you figure out how to unlock it properly, but the door still won't open. But you can guarantee it's unlocked.
When you say the door won't open, does it feel like there's something blocking it on the other side? Or if this is a sliding door, is it like that it won't move? Like what? Because typically you can kind of tell some information by how it
with a 33 with a 33 on that sleight of hand check, this door got hinges. They are oiled. They are not working. It doesn't feel like something's barring it. This feels like.
Can we unscrew the hinges? Open it the opposite way.
You can't unscrew them. You'd have to bump them out. So you'd need to. I would ask for a strength check.
Godfrey.
Just an arm reaches out.
Raw strength check, please, Godfrey.
Type it, dude. All right. Let's roll these dice, baby. In the industry, we call it a 31.
Bam! Godfrey's powerful bony arms smash the hinges off. The pins flying out. The door remains attached to the wall.
Can we open it backwards now?
It's not even moving at all, actually.
Is this even a door?
Can I ritual cast detect magic?
Yep.
Cool.
10 minutes pass. It's magical.
What kind of magic?
You can see that some dickhead has attached sovereign glue to it, keeping it.
Can I press the clean?
Is there a wall next to the door?
It's a door that would normally open like away, so it's currently like the sides of the door are like slapped onto it. Yeah. Oh, you wanna. Oh, I got what you're saying. You wanna break in from the side. So the only attach point to these observatories are circular, and the only attach point to the other rooms are the doors. So there is a wall.
I think I just got to break down the doors.
So we break through 2 walls?
Yeah, you could give it a shot.
Godfried.
Raw strength check, please, to break the walls.
2 of them, right?
Knows that any given D&D party's real enemy is doors.
Is a well guarded door.
Yeah.
23.
With a
We can be above level 20. It does not matter.
With a 23, with a clean punch, you smash the wall on the
Kool-Aid
side.
Man style.
However, you're now over open air as you look outside. The room that you want to get into is like just a little bit over. You could reach it by flying, probably. Although your detect magic senses that if you step outside this observatory, something will happen.
Oh.
Okay, hear me out, guys. Rather than flying out, we fireball the wall to blow it up.
What if
and
we break
really
down the
quickly
door?
jump. That's what I was saying. Can I just break it down?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
I'm a Kool-Aid man through the
Alright.
door. Just for shits and giggles, can I athletics it instead?
You can athletics it. Here's what I will say. Your detect magic senses that something will happen.
Glyph of warding. I can tank that.
I think he
Ace
wants
just
to
flashes
dispel
back
magic.
to like that time they got super mega cursed and killed from the door.
Ace!
Yeah.
You
I
want
looked
us
at
to
this one out.
dispel magic, don't you? You want us to use spell slots before we walk into the room.
I'll dispel magic. I'll dispel magic at 3rd level and I'll simply roll high.
He's trying to tax us. He's trying to make us pay our taxes. He will
I'll
put
pay the
any
dumb tax.
objective in our way until we spend the requisite number of spell slots to get rid of this obstacle.
I'ma dispel the door.
Alright, please roll for it.
What am I rolling?
It is, are you casting the spell with your intelligence, your wisdom, or your charisma?
Yeah, one of those.
Alright, so you make you make an int, wisdom, or charisma check. Was this helpful?
Yeah.
Alright.
Can you silvery barbs that?
No, that you can't silvery barbs to make it roll higher.
Dude, it's my favorite time.
I rolled a 1 on the d20, a 1 on the d6, and a 2 on a d6.
Do you have
My favorite time!
So, unfortunately,
Oh, God.
Morton
What am I-
demands that you roll it before you know the result. And if you roll a 4, you know the result.
Can I just switch character sheets to Kai real quick and
That's-
auto succeed? I know
Bang.
she's in
Bang.
this campaign. But
So you cast Dispel Magic. It doesn't work.
It's very powerful magic here.
Deception check. Viari, make a contested deception check.
I think Godfrey just knows.
Do I actually
Me
have to-
personally.
Are you actually gonna make me deception check this shit?
Very
You're
powerful.
gonna know. I want to know how much you know.
Very powerful, man.
Okay.
There's dark work here.
$41.
I also got a 41.
Amazing.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I can take a picture of it.
Okay, so all right, because it's a
So
tie.
technically, by D&D rules, it would come down to whoever has the higher deception modifier, wasn't it?
No.
What's your
how it
deception
works
modifier?
How it
Can I
works.
just succeed because that is one of my abilities?
So wait, can you do that? Did I ever specify what that was after or before the roll?
I don't think I don't. If you did, I don't
It's
remember.
been years. Okay. So, well, how it would work in standard D&D rules would be it is on contested checks. If it's a tie, the stake goes to before the roll was made. So you would fail technically, since you're kind of since Brooke, you're kind of the asker for the check, I think. Yeah. But in this case, I will allow you to auto succeed. You were very surprised that you have to use one of your abilities to do this, but
I
because
will say I don't think you're correct on how that works, though.
What's your deception modifier?
It is 23.
Okay, yeah.
on a contested check, that is what the rules state. Whether or not you're the technical starter of that check, I don't know, because because the main reason why that rule exists that way is because grappling is a contested check, and if it went by highest modifier, grapple checks would just always go to the person initiating the grapple check.
Here's why I thought it worked differently is because of initiative is a dexterity check, which the rules say on initiative you default to whoever has the higher modifier when it's even.
Well, it's not the higher modifier. I thought it was the higher score.
Initiative also isn't. That's actually a critical role thing. That's not the.
Okay, well, Matt Mercer is cooler than you.
Matt Mercer's a dirty liar.
It's also that's also not a contested check technically. So that's why it works that way specifically.
I'm contesting you and your checks against us.
And I'm rolling fat right now.
I don't actually.
Guys, he's tired. We can win.
So what is the benefit? I didn't actually. Why am I rolling this in the first place? Is my question. You made me roll a deception check. I don't know why I'm rolling this.
Did you miss? Okay, so A's lied about it being very powerful magic because she failed the dispel magic on the door. That's why. So you're contesting
So I have to believe A's?
No. If you want,
I was never gonna believe that in the first place.
You know what? Godfrey's gonna believe A's.
No, the thing is, you don't have to believe them. Remember, you could just be like, I can't tell if they're lying or not. I don't believe them.
Okay.
Yeah, but like, it was just for fun.
It was just supposed to be for fun.
I'm going to just spend 2 fucking spell slots to upcast dispel magic.
Okay.
Yeah, and you're spending 2 whole spell slots because Ace told you how hard it was.
The bloody warlock. If you have the spell slots to spare, it would be great if you could do it. But if you don't, I'll just fucking do it. I just want to get past the door.
Thank you for paying your taxes.
I am now down half my spell slots walking into this boss fight.
Hey, you know what? That was a lot of hard work, guys. I think we deserve a short rest. I think we deserve a short rest, guys. You know what? That was really hard, guys.
Literally jump into a necklace to get a 10-minute short rest.
Yeah, I'll hold it.
Yeah, have my spell slots back.
Yeah, let's hold for rest.
Hold for rest.
Hold for rest. Godfrey's wearing like a PA shirt, rushes over with a bottle of water that's a little room temperature.
Thank you, 5. I guess thank you, 10.
A towel to dry off, but it's a little damp, so it doesn't dry you off.
The water bottle is also like one of those really tiny ones that like this tall.
Doesn't like spellsmithing it cover an area, like a big area?
Wait, did you spellsmith that?
Yes! I said that I was going to fucking spellsmith it just to succeed.
I must have missed that with your internet. Holy shit, that was...
I just wanted to succeed.
God, you... Bang!
Why did you use 2 spell slots?
I don't know. That's crazy. Well, you didn't godcast it. The godcast gets it to the area. Spellsmithing just upcasts it.
What's godcasting?
When you get to the level 14. When you upcast
That's
level
crazy.
14.
How am I supposed to do that without spellsmithing?
Breathe. If you use 2 spell slots to get to level 10 with your warlock spell slots, that's just upcasting to level 10. And that's just the regular function of spellsmithing. When you get to if you godcast, it gets you to level. If you can get up to 14.
So, allow me to clarify, because I remember talking to you about this a while ago. I think I added this to my notes. Maybe I didn't. You had basically come to the conclusion that if I was spending 2, like whatever, you didn't want me to be the only person left out of being able to hit the high level things. And so you had ruled in that conversation that if I spent 2, it would go to the max of whatever it was. Viari, let me see if I can find it. I don't know if I wrote it down in notes or if I just clarified with you. I just remember this was a conversation that we had because I straight up came to you and said, does this mean I can never hit whatever the higher thing is?
Here's what I remember that conversation being. I remember I allowed you to use your Mystic Arcanum uses to reach the higher things and treat those as spell slots. And then I remember it being basically like, so that way you can still only use like 2 of a feature and still get there. Or maybe I brought it up to like level like I'm pretty set on the 14 thing because
I'm casting at 6th level most of the time.
Yeah.
The 2 at 6. And you said 2 6. I don't know. Because there's also who has 2 7th?
Well, it'd be people can do a 9th and a 5th. So like you could do an 8th and a 6th. You could do your 8th your 8th level Mystic Arcanum plus your 6th level spell slot.
I remember this conversation differently, but I will just go with whatever your ruling is right now. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that I've just spent 2 5th level spells. Like, is there, in a very practical sense, in this very moment, a difference between me doing that and...
No, I wanted to clarify. The main point is that you do basically a 10th level Dispel Magic, or a 12th level in this case. That's what happens.
Okay.
Yeah, so the spell is dispelled. It's just not in the area, because it's not the highest level.
I am taking a short rest. I want my spell slots back.
The door is still attached to the wall, but Godfrey, you sense there's no longer magic from the door if you want to Kool-Aid Man it.
Oh yeah.
Please make an athletics check. While you pass the damp towel and the lukewarm water bottle to VR.
He's now wearing a singlet and like, I don't know, what do they wear in like those 80s like workout videos?
Leotard.
I'm wearing a leotard and like sweatbands and like, oh, ha, my camera fell, ha.
Because you're flexing so hard.
Put me in the 9th situation.
Wow, it's like I'm watching Michael B. Jordan right now.
Speaking of Michael B. Jordan, 24.
All right, you make your athletics check, please.
I got a 24.
Bam! You slam through the door. No magic this time. No, nothing to stop you. A Godfrey-sized hole is in the door.
Coyote and Roadrunner style, perfectly shaped.
You guys make it through into the next room, and 10 minutes passes as you wait for Viari's nap time to conclude. Viari, you feel rested. Your short rest has been completed.
Oh, Ace, do you want a short rest as well so you get your spell slot back as well? Because you're a wizard, you have your ability that gets you stuff back, right?
Right.
So Godfrey's holding down the fort.
I don't know if I am because I'm only 2 levels in wizard.
You still have that feature, so you get a first back if you want to quickly spend a first. That one, you can get that one for free.
Joke's on you. I did spend a first.
Oh my god.
Get fucked, Offbeat. We're winning D&D.
Oh, fuck. I accidentally rolled the dice in D&D Beyond. Now I have to wait 20 minutes for the physics engine and my Google Chrome to catch up.
Godfrey's holding down the fort. What does he see?
You make your way into the room, and what you see is, first of all, this room is packed with members of the Church of Eyes. Like, actually, like, packed full of them. They are, like, canned, like sardines together. They're not conversing, they're barely even moving, but they are clumped together.
Very similar to the last room.
No, the last room there was only like 1 or 2, and they had.
But now there's just like a bunch in here.
Now there's just a bunch like canned together. It's very odd.
Okay. Can I tell what's different about this room compared to maybe the last room besides the fact that there's more people?
Make a perception check or investigation.
What's better? Perception and investigation. Both the same. We call that, unfortunately, only a 17 in the industry. And by the industry, I mean showbiz.
Ain't no biz like it.
As you look around this room, nothing really jumps out. You do notice the lack of telescopes, which is odd considering this is supposed to be an observatory.
What are they looking at instead?
You look up, The dome is completely made out of very, very clear glass. They're still looking at the sky, but not at the moon anymore necessarily. It seems like they're all just staring upward in general. And they still have their notebooks, and they're still furiously writing down in them.
With my detect magic, can I see anything through the ceiling? Is like the glass enchanted in some capacity, or?
You notice that there is a vague magical sort of miasma all round outside. It's not entering the buildings, but as you look up, you see that this magical, like, field is everywhere. It doesn't have a discernible spell type. It's not a specific spell, but there's something magical happening about the sky that they are looking at. And just to clarify at this time, all short rests are concluded from within the necklace. You guys are all...
It took 10 minutes for Godfrey to...
You had to...
Yep!
You had to look
It's
up.
magic!
Alright. There's more doors in here, but this time there's one other door in here, and it seems to lead to the center of the Church of Eyes. Additionally, as you guys look at these members, they're all writing different things in their notebooks.
I'm just gonna...
Let's give it a little skim.
As you look at them, it doesn't seem to make much sense on initial look-throughs. Please make an investigation check.
All of us can?
All of you can make an investigation check, yes.
Type shit. Yes. Only an 11. Wow, I'm rolling low today.
Mm-hmm.
That's...
25.
12.
Viari is the only one who can read. As
always.
As you look through as you look at these books and flip through what they're writing, a couple things stand out to you. One, it is very organized gibberish. There seems to be a pattern of sorts that they are reading through, that they are writing down. The pattern would be pretty hard to discern. It's pretty tough to figure out right now. If you'd like to try and figure out the pattern, it's one that you're familiar with. You can make either a history check or an arcana check. Or a religion check.
I would like to make an arcana check, please.
Oh, yeah, you still have fucking agreements arcana rolls.
41.
As you look at this, and especially with agreements arcana check working over yours, you realize that these people are writing down letter for letter sections of the divine contract. It's taking a while, and you realize that this pattern is hard to discern because they could be in any section of an infinite series of text. But they are staring up at the sky, writing down each section of the contract.
Ooh.
Interesting.
That's weird.
Interesting.
That's suspicious.
Most interesting.
That's whack.
Viari's like, oh my god, and Godfrey's got a bubble like fucking like pipe and a Sherlock Holmes hat and a monocle. He's put a hat on A's. Strange, Watson. It appears we can't read.
Has anybody noticed?
Curious.
Curious.
Curious and curious.
No one has noticed you at all. No one has even acknowledged your presence. Nobody acknowledged the banging and the crashing. Nobody, if they did notice, they didn't care. They have not done anything to raise alarms or even look at you.
Should we stop this? It's just, are they like sitting in a circle? Is there a focal point to this room?
There isn't really. It's kind of like a gymnasium in the middle of test week. They're just all organized, packed together, writing down this stuff. Lining the walls are shelves and shelves of journals that they've already written out, and you see that they have lettered them section by section into the letters of the alphabet: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way through. Journals spilling onto the floor at this point. Some of the bishops are sitting on the books. Some of them have placed them down by their feet. They just seem to be completely overwhelmed by books that they are writing down. The entire infinity of the divine contract.
Do we need to do anything about this?
I haven't. I have no idea.
Is it a problem?
I mean, it's not good, but it's not really our job anymore, right?
No.
Also, what impact would a model writing down the divine contract have anyway?
Oh, I assumed they were doing it for Beatrice.
I guess.
But I guess she already has her copy of the divine contract. They don't even understand what they're reading.
Is it Order's side or Chaos's side? Is it possible to tell by looking at it?
Make a religion check.
Offbeat. Fiari's not religious. Fiari, who
Can I
is
make a religion
raised
check?
by the god of all things, is not religious. What do you mean?
I'm trying to figure out like godly font. I'm doing my best I got here, okay?
Oh my god. That's a fucking 6. I don't know what you want from her. She's just a guy.
Can Godfrey try?
Sure, but I will say your DC will be higher.
It's fine. Godfrey can read now. But only now. In this tree, we call it only a 17. Damn, I'm rolling low.
It's impossible to tell at this point in time. Aze, would you like to have a go?
Yeah. Sure. 14.
Oh man, all three of you look at these books and go, damn.
Crazy.
Does this library look anything like... I mean, the books, I get that the contract or whatever. You know how last time there was a library and it had, like, domains, and that's where I found the imagination one? Are they organized in a way that looks anything like that? Like, if you were to write down the imagination section of the divine contract and put it into a book and then put it here. Do you get what I mean? Like...
As you look around, it does not appear to have any real organization other than by letter.
Okay, well, I don't think we're gonna figure this out by standing around looking at it much longer. Should we just keep going?
I think so. Well, okay. This door was super sealed. I feel like are we sure there's not any reason? Can I, like, detect magic?
Yes, you can detect magic. Once again, there's this magical sky, that they are all staring at.
Is it like a glass ceiling, or...
They're in kind of in a... Honestly, it's impossible to tell. They're robed up. And no features. Because they have bandaged everything but their eyes.
Okay, they.
Yeah. It's giving they. As they look up at the sky, you as well, you notice that it is filled with this magical effluvia in a way. Very divorced from the moon. which is the exact opposite of what the Church of the Eyes should be doing, as they said they would be.
How tall is the ceiling, this magic sky they're looking at?
The dome sky is probably about 20 or so feet up at its highest point.
Yeah, can I break it?
You can give it a shot.
Yeah, I'd like to. Yeah, Ace will break the glass ceiling.
Yeah!
Fucking finally.
Okay, should I? I'm just gonna throw something at it. I'm not gonna waste a spell slot.
Okay. What are you gonna throw? I'm gonna see if I can stick a dagger in it. Just. All right. Make a improvised weapon check, please. Well, actually, no. It has the thrown property. Never mind. Make a thrown weapon attack, please.
Okay. Leap, lorp. That is a 19 to hit.
You throw the dagger. It hits the glass ceiling, but it just kind of bounces off of it and doesn't really make any meaningful dent.
Can I dispel the glass ceiling?
There's no magic on the glass ceiling. The magic is beyond it. It's in the sky above it.
Okay. I don't know if it's really worth my energy to try and break this.
You're not gonna break the glass ceiling?
Not even for feminism?
Oh my god, fine. For feminism, I'll break the ceiling. Can I climb up there and punch the shit out of the ceiling?
I'll allow you to, like, do a really big jump and give it a good punch.
Okay.
What are you punching?
I was thinking, okay, so here I was thinking to myself, I rolled my portent rolls, right?
Yeah.
Or at least I have them on there from the last time we played.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a 4 and a nat 20. And I thought to myself, Mills, I says, what if you use your portent roll on this? And then I thought, no, that seems dumb. I will simply roll for it. And then I managed to roll a nat 20.
Damn right you roll for
a
it.
total of 32.
You jump up. What are you hitting this with? Are you punching it? Are you stabbing it?
I have gauntlets of ogre power.
Oh,
I'm fucking falcon punching the ceiling.
A big punch.
For feminism.
For feminism, with all the power of feminism in your fist. You jump and you punch the ceiling. It does not shatter. But at this point in time, now that you are closer to the ceiling, you get a much better look at what they're actually seeing. Please make a investigation perception check, one of those two.
Oh, it's most definitely got to be perception, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
$30.
See
what happens when you let me roll things I'm good at? The numbers are better. Food for thought.
You notice that that what the sky is made up of is currently sections of the divine contract. Tiny little ribbons of it meshing together to make up the sky. This does not track with anything you know that should be happening.
Well, that doesn't seem good. Looks like the sky itself is the divine contract. Where's the moon? Do I see the moon in the sky?
Not at all. You could in the previous room.
Interesting. Are we
This
on
tracks with nothing we know of what we know previously.
Yeah, this is new.
I had to remind you.
This tracks with nothing we've known previously.
And if this were a movie, this is where we would exposition all of the stuff we know previously so the audience doesn't get lost.
I need that. I need this. I need like the steel harp sound effect. That's like. There is still the other side of the room. There's still a door. There's much you can continue to interrogate these bishops. You haven't peered inside their minds ever. You could also just move on.
Well, I think we move on.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this.
All right. You guys go to the other door.
Too damn bad.
This door is not locked at all. It is completely open. Inside the deepest part of the Church of Eyes, you see what should be a throne with the Pope of Eyes there. Instead, you see a note and a tarot card and Beatrice's dead body on the floor.
Mr. Nib takes it again.
No, not Mr. Nib.
What tarot card?
The Tower.
I read the note.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Gondor calls for aid.
Hi, A's and company.
Did Eleanor kill her stepmom?
If you are reading this, you have entered my domain already.
Who leaves you tarot cards?
It's me. Fate. Haha. Sorry for the theatrics. I'll arrive soon. As you put down the note, Fate, you see a face that's familiar to you, A's, and to Godfried and Viari, completely unfamiliar. Fates. With their cloud, star, constellation-like hair. Very slim build. And a gardening shovel at their waist that they are desperately trying to hide, as it does not fit with the rest of their aesthetic.
How's the garden?
It's actually lovely. I brought you these. And they hand you a bushel of radishes. I don't have enough radish stew to make them. Hi.
You can pickle them, you know.
I need to get into pickling now.
You should, yeah. If you're gardening, you should absolutely get into pickling and canning.
I should. I missed you, A's. Oh, I haven't met you guys. Hi. I'm Fate.
I would love to shake your hand. I just can't trust that that's going to go my way.
I understand. They return their hands behind their back.
That was mean, Viari.
He's about to try to kill us.
He's showing us some respect.
My dad sent him.
Here's
you what?
Before we jump into the fighting, I should let you guys know. There's no fighting, Fate. And that's because I don't fight. There won't be a fight today. But I have to do something. I will die by the time you leave this room. But that's because I've made a deal with Alistair. I have made a sure hit, guaranteed, debilitating deal that will take place. They pull out the Book of Fate and they flip through it. Once all three of you have picked a card, it will be a debilitating, painful card. A misfortune that will befall you at some time in the future. But once all three of you have picked it, I will die. My domain will shatter. And that will be the end. I'm not a fighter. I wouldn't stand a chance. Not now. I finally realized why Luck's plan only had a 3% chance of success. That was because that was only a 3% chance that you didn't change sides. I asked Luck to run the numbers on your plan. 97. We're screwed. There was a 1% chance that you stayed loyal. There's a 1% chance that the others take you out. And a 1% chance that Alistair could do something. But there is 0% chance that I fight you. So please pick your card. And I'm sorry that this is how we meet. I'm sorry this is how we say goodbye, Ace. Please eat the radishes when you have the chance.
Hey, I just think that it's important that you know that we plan on bringing you guys back.
That's not how that works. You've never sat down at the desk. You know, I've been there a few times. At the end, there's the desk. It's the only thing that stays between resets, right? There's Alistair studiously writing everything down that happened. He stores it in the desk so that it'll be there for the next time. But every time it resets, if it goes all the way back, which hasn't happened in a long time, if it goes all the way, you might not even be Viari anymore. You might not even be Godfried or A's. For you to be Viari, there's gotta be Alistair. There's gotta be time for that to have passed. For you to be Godfried, you had to have been a king. You had to have died unjustly. For you to be A's, there's gotta be Z's. And you've gotta have been everywhere. How can you be everywhere if you're nowhere? You can't be who you think you are. It's sweet. You won't think that you're going to bring me back. But I know that that's not how it works. I will appear if I appear again. But it won't be me.
I know why you think that. But we don't have to use the desk.
What else are you going to use?
We'll figure it out. 97%, right?
Yeah.
Chance of our plan working?
Of you defeating Alistair, yeah.
You said our plan, though. Is that what you asked? Of our plan working?
I asked if you guys defeated Alistair.
Okay, well, I was trying to get by on a technicality.
I know.
I just wasn't planning on using the desk.
That's why you're Viari. And maybe you'll figure something out. But the desk will be there. That's actually one of the only guarantees in life, is that that desk will be there. Figure out something with that. Everything inside the desk, too. It will be there. Anyway, we don't have to do this now. We can chat first. We have as much time as we want. I can just keep you here. Wouldn't that be nice? I know you guys will leave, but I don't agree with what you're doing. But you can't spend your life doing things you agree with. Sometimes you gotta do things that make you unhappy, you don't like, that are gross. Sometimes you like it and you become a farmer in your spare time. I want you guys to succeed. I don't like it, but I want it for you. And with that, we're going to go to break. We will be back in 15-ish minutes. See you guys then. Bye-bye! Hello, everybody, and welcome back. When we left off, Fate had just revealed their grand plan. Their plan to stop the party, which involves them not stopping the party. At this time, Fate has brought out some refreshments for you all, presumably handmade. There's tea, there's coffee, there's beverages. There's a vegetable platter of homegrown vegetables that they've chopped and cut. And they
Can I see the contract that you made with my dad?
I have to ask, what are you trying to see on it?
I just want to know if what the fine print says, you know?
Okay. Here.
Okay.
They hand you the contract. As they reach in their pocket and materialize more of a symbolic gesture. The contract appears in their hand, and they hand it to you.
I'm just going to sit back and start reading.
It is extensive. This is some of the densest legalese you've ever read. It's definitely your father, but he's pulled out all the stops. Whatever
you think
this...
I could lie on it?
Huh?
Do you think I could lie on it?
You can give it a shot. Make a deception check.
$52.
Your pen touches the paper. And you can almost find yourself moving the letters around. What would you like this to say?
I would like it to promise to give us boons instead of debilitating consequences.
As you start moving this around, you notice that some lines start getting stricken in red. The lines that are getting stricken will defend the divine contract until life is lost. Automatic amendments are being added as you make this change.
Okay, I feel like you, Offbeat, are trying to impart something to me, and I just want to make sure that I'm on the same page. Is the understanding that my dad has planned for me trying to meddle with the contract?
Make a insight, history, or deception check.
I will take a deception check. Another 52.
Your dad knows you can lie on contracts. To think that he wouldn't plan for it is a little naive, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what does this imply? So, like, defend it until his death. So now he doesn't have to die? If he gives us boons, he doesn't have to die as well?
No. Now, if he gives you boons, he has to die fighting you instead.
Am I scared of a fight with Fate, though?
I don't want to fight.
I know you don't, but I don't want debilitating problems.
Where's your sense of adventure?
Let me just... Okay, Viari is going to take this moment and all of the legal training that her dad, that Charlie has ever given. Can I summon Charlie on my shoulder and like get his input as I'm doing this?
Yes.
I would like to do that, please. While I am like pretending to read
I will say this is one of the highest checks in the game.
Okay.
This is one of those where, like, if you succeed, gangbusters. If you don't, like, you can roll really high and you still might not succeed. I just want to make that very clear on this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Make a deception check as you summon Charlie and begin to write your ass off, trying to make it... What is your desired end state? What would you prefer to happen?
I've already rolled. Can I just say I've already rolled?
Okay.
And I'm going to take a picture.
Okay.
And send it to you so you can see it.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to talk this out with you in a way that, like, work with me on this, right? Like, I'm going to tell you what I want, but, like, it's a negotiation of, like, how much I can actually get. I understand that. I think my desired end state is at this point in time, am comfortable with Fate having to die for the moment because Viari is still, no matter what Fate says, convinced that she can bring them back, that, like, she can do this. So any death at this point in time is considered acceptable if it moves us forward towards our goal. I say any death, not including, like, my friends, obviously. I would like to ideally have this so that we get boons instead of debilitating, like, crippling problems. But if I can't do that, then I'd like to at least nullify it and just have Fate die.
Okay. What did you roll in the check?
54. I thought you would have looked at it.
Oh, no, I didn't.
I got a nat 20 and then a bunch of other stuff.
You write and write and write, and you work with Charlie, but as you continue to write, more amendments and addendums keep popping up. It's like playing whack-a-mole. As soon as you strike one out, you strike another pops out. You strike another, and a whole subsection folds out of the side. By the end of it, you're dealing with a document that's almost the size of your entire arm and is stretching over like a tablecloth in length. It just isn't working. You did learn you can lie, but now you have to outsmart the most paranoid entity on the planet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can't go for the obvious thing.
Mm-hmm.
Could I make it so that whatever debilitating problems come up, Alistair shares?
Make a persuasion check on the document.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I'm just gonna fail this, though. $27.
A plea of fairness is sensible to the contract. It takes a moment to process. Red line scratches out the previous. Alistair will share one of the detriments. Your choice.
Can I make it then? Can I also add that whatever the debilitating thing is, we choose the encounter where it affects us and then it goes away? Can I put an expiry date kind of thing on it?
The effects of these misfortunes, the effects themselves have no reason to last longer than when they befall you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can I tell what the effects are? Just the contract, surely it lays out what kinds of effects are.
Unfortunately, this is the part that Fate wrote. And most of it just says secret with smiley faces.
Okay. Can I lie about that part? Say it's not a secret?
You say it's not a secret, but nothing does appear.
Okay.
This is not information that Fate put into the document.
I'm gonna turn to Charlie. Charlie, you got any ideas?
I don't know, kid. We're not touching the part that Alistair made.
Oh, your robots. No. Okay, there we go. Sorry, you were robots for a second. What did Charlie say?
You're not gonna touch anything Alistair made. And the part that you're currently trying to wriggle out of is, I'm not gonna lie, it's probably the most fair deal you're gonna get from a god. A free kill. For a payment down the road. It's pretty reasonable.
Really think?
I mean, it's gonna suck. But the other gods are just gonna kill you. Fate
I
admitted.
don't want it to suck.
I know you don't. But you can't avoid all sucky things right now.
My dad is trying.
Of course he is. He's the most paranoid man in the entire universe. And still his own child is coming to kill him. So, I think that as far as suck situations goes, this is the best that we're gonna get. I'd suggest trying.
Can I add one more addenda?
I mean, you can try. What are you trying to add?
That when Fate
These are
dies,
fucking good carrots. Sorry.
his domain is passed on to A.
Oh, that's not in this document. Domain passage is in big one.
Okay, but doesn't the big one contain copies of everything?
I think you're trying to add stuff that like not even Fate would have control over where his domain goes when it dies. You're trying to give away rights that they don't have.
Fine. Well, can I try to negotiate up at least for how many problems my dad has to deal with?
You can give it I think the fact that they're giving you one is a lot. I think.
I know. I want more.
I think it's time to put the document down and just enjoy the carrots.
Brooke, I'm understanding now when you told me you didn't really know how to play poker.
All right. Well, I did my best.
Fate looks and goes,
And I am going.
Document's a lot bigger since when I last saw it. Just gonna pretend that this was you trying to do me a solid and not fuck me over.
The solid is trying to bring you back.
I know you think that.
I think, no one other than Alistair has ever won before.
Mm-hmm. And this time you guys will. So make it count. But one thing I do know is that when you get there, I know you don't think it's gonna be there. The desk is gonna be there.
Oh, I believe the desk's gonna be there.
As will Alistair's pens. Or whatever stationery you need. You're gonna have to write something. I think you should maybe use this time to think what you're gonna write. I'm willing to help you. I might be the last god willing to talk this out in any capacity. Death is sharpening his scythe. Warfare has a 7-stage plan just for Godfrey. Luck isn't planning on playing fair at all. I think Luck's trying to cheat.
That's right.
I want to help you guys. I have to do one thing, and that is I have to try and stop you in some way. Cards are it, but I want to talk to you guys through what the end's gonna look like. And I need you guys to be able to accept some things. And that is the fact that I don't think you guys are gonna be you, necessarily. You're going to be different. There'll be nothing else. It's going to be lonely. And it's going to be very, very scary. Chaos and order will be there. Like the chaos and order themselves. Power will be there, not Eternograx, power. They're going to be, think of it, if you're painting, they're going to be your colors. You're going to make the new universe with. You need to think about whether or not your world has magic. Whether or not the world is going to be dangerous and scary or not. Whether it's infinite, whether it's finite. How much control you have. How much power are you giving yourself? Do you have those answers?
Kinda.
I think you know you need better than a kinda. No one wants a lukewarm world. Those worlds are scary. A lot of ambiguity. One of the problems with the Feywild is that it is vague and ambiguous and was defined as it happened. I mean, they eventually figured it out, but they had to have the courts get involved. You guys never even really figured out what Lady Luna is. She just told you she was a big Fey creature. And you all believed them. Why not? Of course. But that took a lot of effort. Fate chugs an entire mug of coffee.
You know what she is?
Yeah. Secret.
What is she? No, my internet. Oh wait, there we go. My internet cut out. What did you say?
It's a secret. I'll trade you. Secret for secret.
Mm-hmm.
How do you plan on making the something similar to Divine Contract? Alistair can write forever. How are you going to make everything? You can't write forever.
Do you know how infinities work?
I'm familiar.
Well, just real quick, if I explain this, does my dad find out automatically because I'm...
You can probably assume that he might already know or have an inkling.
Okay. Well, imagine the number 0 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
And you can fit an infinity between 0 and 1.
The biggest kind.
You can do 0, yeah, sure. The biggest kind, except that you can fit a bigger infinity between 0 and 2. And a bigger infinity. That's not really the point. every increment that you break down that space, there is still a gap between. When Alistair was writing the universe, he wrote everything out in words, and there's still space between, which is how you get the eldritch entities and all of that. So, he has written everything that has ever and could ever exist. But if you instead use something with no gaps, like a stamp, then you can fill all the gaps.
Oh, that's clever. You're gonna use the dreaming.
Yeah.
Oh, then you're definitely gonna need the desk. That's in the bottom shelf.
What do you mean that's in the bottom shelf?
You knew that.
Didn't it come with me?
You knew it was in the bottom shelf. That's where your dad. That's how your parents have access to it.
Oh, right. Well, I was gonna try to sneak through the
Fate's just gonna pat your head. See, this is why we try and talk out our problems instead of trying to screw over the people who are trying to be nice to you and serving you carrots.
I'm really sorry.
I get it.
I'm not trying to
most paranoid man made the most paranoid child. I get it.
Yeah.
What do you think, Ace?
About which part? The desk or the infinities?
About all of it. About what are you gonna do at the end? How are you gonna make the world?
I think different is enough for me. We won't be the same, but none of us are the same as we were when we started. Either with this God thing or before that. I think we always come back different in each life. And whatever form you come back in, I think we'll find each other.
I hope we do. I hope I get even more into this farming thing. Do you think I could be a farmer?
I think you could. I really don't want to be pedantic, but I think you're still technically just gardening right now. I don't know if we're quite at the scale. I think you can be a farmer in your next life, if you wish.
That's what I want to hear. Make me a farmer. Make me a farmer who knows when to plant things from the stars. Who knows what time it is to plant things.
Yeah. Fate, I will make you a farmer and I will build a world around it. How about that?
I like that. It's scary. Never wanted to be out in the field. The one time I do go out here, I'm gonna die. Oh. Godfrey, what are you gonna do?
Potato Land. I don't know, man. I'm really feeling some starch right now.
I think Ace should.
I just got back from the gym, dude.
I think Ace is gonna handle a lot of your side of the things.
Yeah, no, I'll get Godfrey. I'll get you a Potato Land or whatever. I'll get you some starch. You want some radishes?
No.
Okay, well, I'll pickle them. They'll be good.
Type shit, dog.
Yeah. I get the feeling I'm going to be basically building the physics engine of the new order, and that's fine.
Hear me out. No wind resistance.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm for sure going to
No wind friction. Imagine running, but your hair doesn't coif backwards. It just stays in your face. Can you imagine that? Imagine little emo boys running through a field, but their hair is perfect.
Why would I imagine that, Gottfried?
I don't know. It's funny.
Yeah, okay, fine. Okay, so we're just gonna need to have a premise that's adaptable to a lot of experiences, is what I'm learning.
That sounds like the new world will at least be funny. That'll be good.
Oh yeah. No, it's gonna be fucking hilarious.
All right. I don't want to put it off any longer, if that's all right with you guys.
Who wants to go first?
Fate pulls out their book.
Viari, you've done the most talking. You're first.
Sure.
They throw they flip the pages, and the pages, almost as if they were on a rotary, begin flying through. It's impossible to tell what card is which. Draw a card. You have drawn the Magician.
An evil magician's gonna find you, dude. Dude, this is the great detriment.
Chris Angel just hovering in the background.
Shit!
He's walking on water toward you.
He's gonna pull me out of a hat! Help!
A man in a curiously large hat comes.
This man fucking sawed me in half, bro.
Help!
As a Brooke curiosity thing, are we currently drawing the cards that you forecast ages ago?
No.
Okay.
I'm drawing completely new cards.
Wait, did you actually just draw a random card?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you picked the Magician because it was my favorite tarot card.
Oh no, you're fucked by fate. This is real.
God damn it!
All
I
right.
thought you planned this.
Oh no, this ain't planned. All right.
I'm pretty
Magician's
sure
gonna
it's your
find you,
favorite
dog.
too. This is gonna be some fucked shit.
Mm-hmm. Ace.
Oh, can I go last?
Mm-hmm. Godfrey.
Do I have to go next? Yeah, it makes narrative sense. Yeah, sure.
Serve the
the
plot.
most emotional impact.
This
I
is
would
what you get for
judge it.
Jester's privilege.
This is what I get for Jester's privilege. It's fine. Pull.
The devil.
I pull. The devil?
Ooh.
I could be your angle.
Or
And now, dude, Amelia, but they're 13 in a haunted house turning you to Christ is gonna get me! They're gonna get me! No! I don't want to turn to Jesus!
I was 11.
No!
Mills, I am manifesting the High Priestess for you.
All right.
Yeah.
The magician.
As I go,
And
I put my hand.
what's a-
I'm gonna make a
three
sleight
of
hand
coins.
check just to see how cool this looks, if I may.
What are you gonna do? Sorry.
I'm gonna do a sleight of hand check to see how cool I can make this thing look.
Go for it, King.
It's a 23.
Like
So-
Yu-Gi-Oh!
flourish.
In Yu-Gi-Oh! You heart of the cards it.
And instead of pulling a card from the tarot deck, I will reveal one of my own. It is one get out of jail free card Alistair gave me earlier in the campaign. And I will set it down on the book.
Fate closes the book and looks at this. Oh. We have a situation. How Alistair's get out of jail free cards work is they're given an order of magnitude. The order of magnitude dictates what they can overpower. This has been given the highest order, as it is allowed to even supersede his own power. However, this is the same scale for which he wrote my contract. So,
One moment. They turn around and open a door, and they get a phone. And and you hear them talking on the phone. Yeah, they had a get out of jail free card. What do you mean, fuck, you forgot you gave them that? What do you mean? You can't be serious, Alistair. What? I don't know what to do. This is your stupid bullshit. You're the one who ties us up in red tape. No, I don't want you to come down here. I want you to give me a ruling.
Can I get on the phone?
Ace wants to know if they can get on the phone. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello, Ace. Nice hearing from you again. It seems like you have your get out of jail free card.
I have. I would like to cash it in on this opportunity.
I see. I have made a bit of a blunder. This is on me.
You said it. Mm-hmm. I do understand there is a series of events that have to transpire. And I also understand that trying to circumvent these in their entirety would lead to more problems than it could possibly solve, even if the problem is my sentiment.
I think we're going to need to come to a sort of loose agreement. I think that the best way for this get out of jail free card to work is for you to draw from the deck, for you to be smote immediately, thus triggering whatever effect it is, and then I save you from it, and then we both move on and pretend that this didn't happen.
Mm-hmm. An alternative.
Mm-hmm.
I pull from the deck.
Mm-hmm.
I face the consequences.
Mm-hmm.
Fate passes peacefully.
Very peaceful.
And I get to store a part of fate outside of the confines of this reality for when I rebuild the world.
You'd have to store them in the desk. There will be no confines once everything is done. After all, they'll just be nowhere then, and impossible to get to.
Then I will store them in the desk.
Okay. Are we going by some sort of spiritual thing where you'll have like essence de fate in a little glass jar?
I think I'd like to store them as a seed.
Ooh. Okay, clever. All right. A deal's a deal. Consider this your get out of jail free card. I'm sorry it had to be this way.
Oh. Maybe, and also maybe since I'm not, if I get smote and whatever, maybe just as a kindness, if the detriment thing could be a little bit nicer, I think that's also worth it. Okay.
Tell my dad I said I love him.
Okay, VR says they love you. Okay, VR, you don't get too many messages. They love you. You know that.
I'll tell him I said Happy Father's Day.
It's not even Father's Day.
Yeah, but we missed it.
I miss them too. Take care. And the phone line hangs up and the phone disappears in your hand.
They miss you too, Viari.
Viari immediately starts crying.
Yeah, I don't know why you do these things to just make yourself sad.
So what was the agreement that you reached with Alistair?
Your death is painless. And an essence of your soul is saved for whenever we rebuild the world. So you will come back in a different form, but it will be you.
Is it gonna be like in a little jar? Or no, keep it a secret. Don't tell me. I wanna
okay, I think you'll really like it. Yeah.
I'm so excited. Okay. They hold out the book. It's been a pleasure, by the way.
Likewise. See you on the other side.
See you.
I pull a card.
You have drawn the Hierophant.
Ah, I was hoping for the
I
High
really wanted to
Priestess.
say High Priestess.
I'm really good at drawing the High Priestess.
Today you get the Hierophant. As you pull the Hierophant and you look at the card, as you look down, fate is gone. Sitting on the floor is a seed, a peach pit.
I'll pick it up.
You have fate's peach pit.
Okay, Droop.
As you say this, in your head,
Ace does not say okay, Droop.
as you think in your head, anyway, as you pick up the peach pit, what can only be described as a warning. One second, I need the right sound effect. You guys haven't had music this whole time. I'm so sorry, guys. 1 second.
I've just been mentally playing the Sinner soundtrack in my head.
I can honestly I understand. Trying to find.
Encounter the enemy.
I'm trying to find the specific one. Specific sound. Chat is hearing this. Come on. God damn, I can't find it. Anyway, what can only be described as an alert sound plays through your head. And you
Klaxon?
see over your eyes. By the way, Viari and Godfrey, you do not see this. You do, however, see A's start to like reactively look around as you see almost lining your vision. Warning, warning, smite imminent. Prepare for smite. And out of the sky, a beam of light strikes you. For the sake of mechanics, please make a dexterity saving throw.
Sure, thank you for that.
You're welcome, King.
Do I get Danny's bonus?
Yes, you do. You do get the plus 5.
Encounter the enemy. Requesting.
All right, that's a whole 24. That's enough for Alistair's DC, yeah? A 24?
Yeah. You know what? you dodge out of the way and it's sick. Actually, the smite happens as it is an agreed upon smite. You learn a few things. One, because you agreed to be smote, you cannot actually move. The dex save happens, but it fails anyway, regardless.
Yeah, I almost had him.
And you take lethal damage. As this happens, you see the effect of the Hierophant triggers. You see that you feel everything fate has ever told you. Every word Z's has ever told you. Every word Lady Luna ever told you. Every word any authority figure, teacher, guide, or otherwise has ever told you disappears from your mind. And you forget them entirely. They are erased from you. And you have nothing to draw upon. for a brief moment, you can't even mourn that they're gone. Until Alistair arrives, promptly sits you up. This Viari and Godfried you do see. He sits you up, opens your eyes, puts 2 eye drops in, almost like like working on an engine, lifts up the hood of your head, pulls out your brain like little spaghetti noodles, and begins writing furiously. This takes some time. After about 3-5 minutes of continuous writing, Alistair closes your head, snaps his fingers, you are brought back to life, and you remember those people once more. You remember not remembering them as well. And Alistair reaches out his hand, just to signify the end of our agreement. Pleasure doing business. And he's gone.
As always. Well, hope your cards, aren't as... Actually, that was pretty untraumatizing, so I can't imagine what you all have in store. Did you guys?
Oh, I got the devil.
The devil and the magician.
I think I'm gonna have to eat somebody again.
That doesn't feel like it's a punishment for you.
Maybe. Who's to say?
This is just like Sinners.
This is just like... Speaking of eating people!
Oh my god. But you guys find yourself now no longer in Fate's domain, no longer in the top of the church. You're back before the elevator that led you all the way up here.
Hey. You doing okay?
Me?
Yeah.
Fine. That was best case scenario.
It's pretty good.
I don't have to deal with my karmic detriment, and now fate is a peach pit, and we'll replant him in another world. They'll,
Well, I think this really worked out for you.
Fair enough.
Are you okay? You're crying.
I'm actually not.
You said Viari was crying because of Alistair.
Oh. I thought you were okay. Sorry. I thought I was crying. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm just I'm sad about killing my dad. It's fine.
Right.
What does yours do, Gottfried?
I have no idea. Think I know anything? I just got the devil.
From the Bible.
Do we have a way of knowing what these do?
Nope.
I think that kind of defeats the purpose. I mean, the only being that would know is a peach pit right now.
Yeah. You know, like, talk it into my lapel or something. Add it to the necklace. Can I Arcana check it?
Yeah.
Okay. 37.
You've drawn the Magician upside down. A legendary artifact. Capable of inflicting all of the detriments and shortcomings of one's willpower and ambition. It will happen when one desperately needs their qualities to be otherwise.
Viari thinks back to the vision Fate had of Viari turning on her friends. Oh, that little fuck.
You want to check the
It's a
devil?
one-time thing?
It won't need to be more than one thing, one time.
Is there a way to resist it?
You are thinking about this very game mechanic-y.
Alright. Yeah, I'll roll to see if I can figure out Godfrey. 43.
The Devil Tarot card. Sinful, wanting, most importantly, addicted to things that they cannot and should not have. This will manifest right when. Going back. All the shortcomings of desire will manifest when control and restraint need reign.
I am gonna eat somebody. I'll do it again.
And you know, I know this is a shorter session, but we've gotten through everything I planned to get through today.
Huge. Big.
Huge. So
Wow, we're so good at game.
we're so good at game, guys. Thank you all. I think I'm gonna call it here because I'm tired and I see no reason to prolong that which I have not prepared. So thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys had a good time. I hope you guys had fun. I got to do something I've been planning for months, which is the tarot card pull. I'm so excited for when they happen. Great times. Anyway, I'm Offbeat Outlaw. I'm the game master. I use he, they pronouns, passing it to Amelia.
Hi, I'm Amelia Som. My pronouns are whatever you want at this point.
It's
whatever
sack and smoke.
Yeah, sack and smoke. It's in the hands of fate, truly. You can find me most places at Amelia Som or by going to links.ameliasom.com or by going to your bookstore and purchasing Before the Tavern, 100 character concepts for tabletop role-playing games, or from a library. And then you can see my words from the past in your present, which will be your future.
Brooklyn.
My name is Brooklyn Tuesday, and you don't have to find me anywhere, but you should go buy Amelia's book and keep an ear out for news of the upcoming charity stream that's coming up in a couple months.
Mm-hmm. And Danny.
I'm Danny. I'm streaming after this.
Hell yeah.
You'll see Offbeat there.
Hell yeah. I need like a little nap first.
That's real.
Anyway, that is all. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys had fun.